going on, Jerome's? So the Minnesota Vikings weren't effing around this offseason, suturing up the interior offensive line, spending a first-round pick when they didn't have a lot of draft picks on Donovan Jackson. Woo! It's for real. The All-American, the All-Everything, the All-Whatever guard / left tackle from the Ohio State University, who never beat J.J. McCarthy or Michigan. But he was drafted in the first round, number 24 overall. Vikings, the missing piece in the offensive line, where they already signed Ryan Kelly, they already signed Will Fries in free agency, and drafted Donovan Jackson. He's fantastic, man. Just size, physicality, experience with outside zone, as well as man gap, and also the fact that he has a cat named Leonardo DiCaprio. It's close enough. But awesome dude, awesome demeanor, awesome parents. The dream is being fulfilled. And it's great. It's glorious. And plus, 74 is a good guard number. Not for Oli Udoh, but it's a good guard number. You know what I mean? Yeah. And also, come on. Like, how do you're not trying to get not trying to get in the gutter or anything, but how do you not look at this and be like, this is effing art? Like, this circulates blood to places in my body. You know what I mean? This is just baby. Also, I feel like they should bust out the white jerseys and purple pants more often. You know? It'd be good. But Donovan Jackson going to be mentored by one of the best centers in the league, the veteran Ryan Kelly, who again looks like an Irish cop from the 1800s. Like, he would be John C. Reilly in Gangs of New York. Like, he would be his boss. Like, his crooked, corrupt boss at the 5 Points. It's a really good movie. Anyways, but Donovan Jackson really looks fantastic, and he's been putting in that work. And, yeah, is flying under the radar so far because, linemen during OTA's minicamp, no pads, no contact, no nothing. So they don't really get the love that they deserve. But Jackson, by the way, fantastic face mask. It's looking really good, and he's been taking all first-team reps at left guard, so they already know. They already know that he is the guy, he is the future, and the future is now old man. Long story longer, Jeremy Fowler over at ESPN, so he always has these good collection of anonymous quotes, right? NFL exec scouts pick their favorite 2025 off-season moves, and the Vikings, right at the buzzer, right at the trail end, because there was a lot of, Aaron Rodgers, George Pickens, Aaron Glenn. I think that's a great sign of hiring by the Jets. But right at the tail end, right at the buzzer, Vikings selecting offensive guard Donovan Jackson with the 24th pick. This is from a anonymous NFL coordinator. Quote, you know why I really like this pick? He's going to be a solid 10-year starter. Not sure he's elite, but he'll make a few Pro Bowls and be a really good player for a long time. Again, anonymous NFL coordinator. It's probably Wes Phillips, which would be really funny to me, but it's probably not. But it's almost like a juxtaposition here where, okay, you're going to have a guy who makes a few Pro Bowls. How is he not elite, right? Because they only take 3 guards to the Pro Bowl from each conference every single year. How is being a top 3 guard in your conference not elite? Or top 6 in the league? I feel like top 6 is pretty damn good right now. Is that Hall of Fame worthy? Probably not, unless there's some longevity there. But if you're consistently in the top 5 to 10 at your respective position around the league, yes, that is really damn good. And you know what? We will take that. And Jackson, I know. Speaking of Michigan men, Steve Hutchinson. Oh, one of my favorite Steve Hutchinson anecdotes. We've told this before, but during the draft in 2001, I distinctly remember this because he was a guard coming out of Michigan, number 17 overall pick by the Seahawks, but where the Vikings brought him over with a poison pill is good. So they were talking about Steve Hutchinson at dinner, and he ordered 2 steaks as his entree. And then they came around and they took dessert orders, and Hutchinson asked for another steak. Dessert. That is what I want in my offensive lineman. A dude who orders steak for dessert. Come on, baby. That's right. But Hutchinson. So Jackson, obviously it'd be fantastic if he ends up like Steve Hutchinson, 7-time All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler, first ballot Hall of Famer. Was he first ballot? It's close enough, but Hall of Famer, and just dominant, just a dominant presence at that left guard spot. But if he doesn't reach that level, which very few, by the way, reach that level, he wouldn't be a disappointment. Like, if we're talking about, okay, he's going to be a solid 10-year starter, make a couple Pro Bowls, That's along the lines of a guy like Roger Saffold. Now, Saffold is a guy that I wanted in free agency when he became available, 2019, 2020, somewhere in there. And he was so what's interesting about Saffold is that he was a tackle at Indiana. He was drafted by the Rams, second round, number 33 overall, to be a left tackle, but they kicked him inside, and he turned into a Pro Bowl guard. Now, he made 2 Pro Bowls, second team All-Pro in 2017. So, he got that respect. He was a solid starter for a decade plus and change. But I feel like Jackson can hit this level of competency and this level of talent, where I think that stylistically, I think that there's a lot of comps between Roger Saffold and Donovan Jackson. Also, hey, I love this photo. I love this photo because he's protecting Jared Goff as well as Todd Gurley's in the mix. Remember when Todd Gurley was like a top 2 running back in the league and they disappeared? Like literally, like, hey, for like two minutes, Todd Gurley is one of the best running backs in the game, and then he gone. Injuries suck, man. But in this Super Bowl 53, who was the defensive coordinator who held Jared Goff, again, the elite Jared Goff and the elite Sean McVay, to 3 points? Who did that in the Super Bowl? I forget. What was his name? Floridian, Flores, something like that. Yeah. But either way, like I said, Jackson, like, would you take Roger Saffold's career right now? I probably would, but also I feel like we're selling Jackson a little bit short, and not to put massive amounts of pressure on a dude who hasn't taken an NFL snap, but I think Jackson has the demeanor, has the physical tools, as well as has the talent around him with Darrisaw, Ryan Kelly, and J.J. McCarthy under center, Michigan man. I think that Jackson could set himself up for a very nice career. Play out his rookie deal here, probably get extended for top-tier money, become one of the best guards in the game. So I actually... If I was a gambling man, if we could find a market, put a couple of jelly beans, I actually think that Jackson could end up with a closer career to Hutchinson. Not saying 7-time All-Pro Hall of Famer, but a couple-time All-Pro, 4 or 5-time Pro Bowler, somewhere in there, versus Saffold, even though it'd be perfectly fine if he had Saffold's type career. But either way, again, it's like all the J.J. McCarthy talk as well. It's something that it's going to get settled on the field, and we could talk all you want about the potential. But if you had a boatload of potential and $5, you can get a coffee at Starbucks. Actually, I don't know if you can even do that anymore. Don't know. But either way, I believe in Donovan Jackson. I think that a lot like J.J. McCarthy, he is in a fantastic situation here with the Vikings, and I think that he has a chance to grow and show and just really be that dude. I think he's going to be fantastic. But your thoughts are thoughts. Donovan Jackson, anonymous NFL coordinator. He's going to be a solid 10-year starter. We'll take that. Let us know. Comment section. You guys are the best to do. Skol. Production value.